There is a very popular saying that there are two best days in a person's life: the day you were born and the day you discover why. Most people walk around in this world and stutter and meander within this life without knowing what they want to do or what they were born to do, and without having a definite purpose and what they need to pursue for their life. And in this video, I'm going to share with you just 5 questions you need to ask yourself if you really want to discover your purpose in this life and what you really want to do for yourself. Just 5 questions, and at the end of the video I'm going to share with you a bonus, so you need to stay through to the end of the video so you can get the bonus I want to share with you. So, and the first question you need to ask yourself is this: what do you want to do? What do you want to do? That's the question. Now, there's a direct link between finding your passion and discovering your purpose. Now, if you're doing something currently that you don't actually like, there are 2 things it's going to do to you. You might get to the peak of your career and then feel very empty and frustrated without actually fulfilling your purpose or doing that thing which you really want to do. And the second thing is that you might be frustrated with the things you are doing, with meandering all around. You might be frustrated and not really having yourself to discover that thing you want to do. So, but when you ask yourself this number 1 simple question, it's going to give you the privilege to tap into your passion, and then your passion will give you energy which will drive you into excellence. You may never really fulfill your destiny doing what you don't like to do, but finding your passion is going to give you an advantage over others. And one of the best ways to know what to do is to listen to your heart and pay attention to what you love doing. I think I did a video about this regarding listening to your heart and discovering that. I also link it in the description. So point number 2 is, why do you want to do that thing you would like to do? So now I say this because it is very important for you not to only know what you want to do, but why you want to do it, because motives really matter. Also, when you do things for the right reason, it keeps your life less cluttered and makes your path clearer and gives you peace of mind knowing that you are on the right track. So point number 3 is this: do you know people who do that thing you would like to do? If you discover what you would like to do, start finding the people who do that thing with excellence and do whatever you must to learn from them. Always remember that you cannot get to where you want to go on your own. You need people, you need teachers, you need mentors, you need books. It may be through searching online to get the right content or the right information that can feed you or feed that particular knowledge or that thing you want to do. But whatever you do, you must look for the right people that do those things you would like to do so you can learn from them. Because getting the right contact is going to help you in your way and guide you in the journey as you go through that particular channel you just discovered. So question number 4 you need to ask yourself is this: can you pay the price to do that thing you want to do? Now, when it comes to barriers to success, we are usually our own worst enemies, because taking the step to do that thing you need to do and you want to do is going to cost you, because you have to work hard and make many sacrifices. You have to keep learning, keep changing, keep growing, and maybe you're going to experience many mistakes and many failures along the line. You're going to experience many humiliations. You're going to experience people that don't believe in you. You're going to experience every form of propaganda and people that are going to do things to pull you down. Different forms of campaign of calumny are going to rise up, just trying to see that you don't get to do that thing you want to do. So one of the prices and the things you must pay is facing your fear, facing that shame, facing that thing, and maybe even getting onto it without even making the money you think you are going to make. But you just have to pull through to it, because the worst thing that can happen to you, like I said at the beginning, is to get to the peak of your career and then regret it all through because you didn't do that thing you actually really wanted to do. So it comes with a price, and the question is, can you pay the price? But you know what? Many people aren't willing to pay the price. And that's why I see that there's always room at the top. There's always room at the top. There's always space at the top. The bottom is filled up. The bottom is filled up with all kinds of people. But if you can pay the price to pull yourself from that crowd of people and get to the top, there are a whole lot of things that comes with it. People will not look your way if you're not at the top. If you get different form of insult, different form of campaign, different form of things, different form of hitting you get from people. Peter Obi is getting different form of hitting now getting from people is because people are looking at him that he is the very most prospective one to be the president of this country come 2023. Hence, he's getting all the bashing left, right, and center. So if you want to be at the top, there are prizes to pay for it. One of the prizes is taking in whatever people throw at you. So Hope you are willing to pay the price. So question number 5, but not the least, is when can you start doing what you like to do? If you go out there and ask many people when they want to do that thing they so desire or wish to do, and the general answer you hear is someday. Someday. Most people say, someday I'm going to do this. Someday I'm going to start that business. Someday I'm going to start this thing. Someday I'm going to do this. Someday I'm going to do that. It's always someday. And someday never comes. And if you ask them why not now, most of them will say, because I'm not ready. Because I'm not prepared. Because I don't have this. Because I don't have that. Because I don't get this. Because nobody is supporting me. Because nobody is doing this. Different types of excuses are what most people raise up as the reason why they keep saying someday. But you know what? You can never ever be ready for that thing you said you want to do. If you do not start it now, you will never be ready for it. There is never the perfect time to start that thing you want to do. The perfect time is always now. Now is always the perfect time. If you want to do that thing you want to do, start it now. Just ask yourself, what do you need to put in place for you to start that and get on to doing it? Because if you wait until you are ready, you may never start. You only get ready by starting. And when do you start? You start now. So those are the 5 major questions you need to ask yourself if you want to discover your purpose and fulfill potential of what you really want to do. But I want to give you a bonus question, and that bonus is bonus number 6 question. And that question is, what will it feel like for you to do that thing you want to do? So now just sit down and take some minutes and imagine yourself doing that thing you want to do, or fulfilling your potential, or fulfilling your dreams and achieving that purpose that you so desire you want to achieve and you want to accomplish. Just sit down and imagine it for a minute. Just think 5, 10, 15, 20 years from now. Just go wild with your imagination. What would it feel like for you to have accomplished your dream and fulfill your imaginations and those dreams you so desire to accomplish? Just sit down and imagine it. Put yourself in the future now. Just imagine yourself that you want to have a private island. Just think yourself in that private island for a second. Let's imagine you want to have houses all over the world. In England, in UK, in Nigeria, with all parts of the world. Let's say you want to have houses all over the world. Just sit down and imagine yourself traveling all over the world. Let's say there's a particular car that you want to drive. Let's say there are particular different types of cars you just want to have. Just sit down and imagine yourself having all of that. Let's say you want to change this world, you want to change this life, you want to impact your generation, you want to impact people. Let's say you want to write this book that wants to transverse through generation and impact lives, change lives, touch people. Just imagine yourself accomplishing that, touching lives, people remembering your legacy and the things you have done. Just sit down and imagine it. If you take some time and imagine yourself in that situation, it's going to give you the adrenaline that you need to push through on that vision and on that desire, no matter the challenges. Because definitely challenges are going to come. Temptations are going to come left, right, and center. But the adrenaline that's going to keep you going is when you imagine yourself proving the naysayers wrong and then accomplishing that thing that you so desire you want to accomplish, and changing this life, changing the world, and making a name for yourself and keeping a legacy for your children's children. Just sit down and imagine it. If you imagine it very, very well, it's going to give you the boost. There is no energy that comes close to that. That alone comes with its own boost and with its own energy to propel you to push through whatever obstacle that comes your way. Okay, after imagining all of that, just imagine the reverse. Let's just imagine that you didn't do anything regarding your vision, regarding accomplishing anything for your life. Just imagine you didn't do anything. Because the 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 20 years, it's still going to come. It's still going to come to pass. So just imagine yourself 5, 10, 15, 20 years coming to pass, and then you then fulfill your dream. You accomplish your vision. You didn't do that thing you want to do. You didn't do anything meaningful with your life. You didn't pursue through your dream. Just sit down and also imagine that aspect for a minute. If you put the two together, you will know the risk you need to take for yourself. You will know the one that is worth pursuing and the one that is worth going after. Because whichever way you like it, all of them, the 10, 15, 20 years, unless you know you're not going to live up to those age, but those years are still going to come by. So if you think for yourself what those years are going to speak for you, it should propel you into doing that thing you need to do to accomplish your dreams. So at the end of it, or when you get to the peak of your career, like I said earlier, you will not be filled with regret. You will not feel empty. You will not feel used. You will not feel abandoned, rejected, and frustrated. Because that's the worst peak and what is the worst stage of a man's life. Is that rejected and that frustrated era of your life. Feeling that you've wasted all your life without doing something. So this point number 6 is think through and ask yourself, what are you going to feel like, or what is going to feel like accomplishing that? If you go through these 5 questions properly, and number 1 is, what would you like to do? Number 2 is, why do you want to do that thing you like to do? Number 3 is, do you know people who do what you like to do? And number 4, can you pay the price to do what you like to do? And number 5, when can you get to start doing that thing you need to do? And then the bonus number 6 is, what would it feel like for you when you get to accomplish and do that thing you want to do? If you ask yourself these very serious questions, it's going to help you to propel through, discover your purpose, and go through it to accomplish that thing you want to do. I did a video that goes more in details concerning discovering your purpose and thinking it through. I'm going to link in the description. I'm also going to share it here. So I'm going to round it up with the first saying that I started at the beginning. The 2 best days in a person's life: the day you were born and the day you discover why. And I sincerely encourage you to discover what you are put on this earth to do and pursue it with the whole of your heart. Selah. So thanks for watching, and I hope you got value from this video. Hit the like button if you got value, and subscribe to this channel. Share this video with someone that is a bit confused regarding discovering purpose. Share it with people that need to be blessed with this video. Thanks again for watching, and also click this video to watch the one that share more detail regarding discovering your purpose, or click this other one to watch the one that's going to challenge you regarding your dreams. Thanks for watching. My name is Benzik, and I'll see you again next time. Cheers.